stuck and glued behind my computer, my desk for weeks and weeks and weeks, working on the program for the PRR Hub, the Become Unforgettable course. And so I've really neglected myself so much to the point where, you know, I started to begin to feel very lethargic and tired because of being indoors without having air in my lungs, you all. So finally, this week, I've just decided to give myself a lot of TLC and just get my time back, right? So, because you can never ever give or pour out from a place of without, you always have to fill yourself, fill your tank before you are able to give and pour out to other people. That's the saying. So you can't give from an empty place. And so I'm actually super proud of myself that I've actually been able to come out and enjoy some fresh air, and just, it's also a very good time of reflection, isn't it? When you live in a world, especially on social media, a world of information overload, right? And I am responsible. I'm one of those people who's responsible for adding on to that information on the internet. But of course, we are in need of knowledge, and we love knowledge sharing. I'm not against that, and I think that all of us on social media are doing a great job of imparting knowledge onto one another, because, you know, I believe that this is the time in our lives where we have a very even landscape in terms of digital marketplace. It's the greatest equalizer of our lifetime, because then people are able to run their businesses on and offline independently from the 9-to-5 grind, the rat race that we all went through. If you're anyone like me who absolutely hates the 9-to-5, the restrictions of being stuck behind the desk and having to follow other people's structure and other people's demands of my time, and having to trade my time for money. And even when you do trade your time for that money, you're actually insulted, you're patronized, you're told when to speak up and when to shut up. You're told when to do things. That's why I love the liberty that entrepreneurship brings. That, like, literally this time of the day, like, it's only 9 o'clock in the morning, and I am able to come out and, oh, look at that, the sun, the way it's coming on my face, and I'm able to come out and just enjoy the sun and just enjoy some me time. My head is shining, my forehead is shining. I'm able to enjoy some me time without, you know, being restricted or being stuck to a desk or being told when I can go for my break, right? Who here hates those times when you have to get permission from someone to go on a coffee break or lunch break or to go for a walk, when you just feel like you just need some air in your lungs? I found a beautiful bench I'm just gonna sit on. Look at this, guys. Look at this. I am in the park, Stoke Park. It's just so beautiful. This is where I am right now. This is my office for today. Just look at that. Like, there is nothing around me but peace and nature. And I could have sat on that bench, but I think I want to have the sun in front of me. So I'm going to sit on this one, right? So, as I was saying, today again is one of those days where it's super important for me to give myself some TLC and just have time to reflect, recuperate, some R&R, so to speak, as I get ready for the workshop next week, which I'm preparing as well behind the scenes. So it's super important that I revitalize myself and re-energize myself and just rest, and so that I can be fully equipped and empowered and ready to pour into you guys. So who here has actually registered for my workshop? I want to know. Please comment below and let me know if you are excited and looking forward to learning more about public relations, that you want to be able to be seen, heard, and known as a female thought leader and expert with credible authority in your niche. So who here is ready to be to become a thought leader? If you don't already consider yourself a thought leader, I'd love to know from you. So do please leave me a message below this video and let me know that you'll be joining me, because I would love more than anything else to have you guys join me in my Become a Media Magnet in 90 Days workshop, which is happening from the 30th of April to the 2nd of May right in my Facebook community. The community group is called Dare to Be Unforgettable. So that's my challenge to you. I want to challenge you to dare to be unforgettable, because you deserve to shine your light. You deserve to be in the spotlight, to be seen and to be heard, and have your voice amplified to the audience that actually needs your services, so that you can attract more aligned clients that are looking for your services. But because of the craziness and the noise of social media, they can't actually see you, because the algorithms are coming super fast. As I said at the start of this video, the information overload on social media. We all know this, right? Like, who is even listening? Who is even digesting that information right now? Like, even this video, like, how many minutes is it gonna stay in the recommended realm before it disappears forever? That's the difference, you all. That's the difference between social media and public relations. Because public relations, you've got this sacred space that is just specifically catered for you. It's curated for you, and you've got the staying power. You can reuse, you can recycle the content from, let's say, a clip on TV for 60 seconds or on radio. That you own that piece of content, and you can use it forever and ever. Right? And the power of that is that also when you go on mainstream media, you are deemed to be more credible. Why? Because obviously that is a third party endorsement. This is a journalist or a publication or an editor of a magazine or a TV program endorsing you, saying that they found you to be credible enough to invite you to the table to offer an opinion. As I said yesterday in my live, opinion editorials are really crucial to asserting yourself as a thought leader, right? So that means that in public relations, you are constantly sought after. If you are invited to give an opinion, or you are invited to an interview, for example, you're being interviewed, or you're invited to even write an article about a subject that you're an expert in, whether or not it's an opinion editorial or it's a standalone article, which is also known as native advertising. Ultimately, the fact that that publication or that media vehicle, that media platform has given you the space to be able to write or to speak or to show up on camera to speak about that area of expertise in your niche, it means that you've gained yourself some credible authority. And that sets you apart from social media, because social media, let's face it, everybody can call themselves a guru, right? You can be a self-acclaimed, self-certified guru in whatever you do. And don't get me wrong, there are so many amazing people who know what they're doing, and they're genuine, and they're genuinely should deserve to be called experts with authority, and we should genuinely give them some credibility. But my point is that, when there's so much competition as well on social media, there is absolutely a lot of information. Like I started saying, there's an information overload. How do you set yourself apart? How do you stop people from scrolling past your social media account, past, you know, your content that you've written, past scrolling down on your, maybe on your landing page. All right, how do you get them to stop and pay attention on your landing page or on your checkout page or whatever you call it these days? There's so many words for landing page, it does my head in. Other people call it an opt-in page, a landing page, a checkout page, or whatever. You know, it's crazy. But how do you stop, seriously, how do you stop scrolling on somebody's landing page? In my opinion, if I come across a landing page and I see that this person has got mainstream media logos, like, you know, as seen on CNN, or as featured in Forbes magazine, or as featured in Inc magazine, Entrepreneur magazine, Cosmopolitan magazine. Okay, let's not go there about Cosmopolitan because that's a tabloid. But you get the gist, right? What I am saying is that those logos are super important because they actually are an endorsement of who you are as a thought leader in your industry, in your area of expertise. It's actually just a representation. It's a brand representation. If those top tier medias have been able to invite you to sit at the table, like I said earlier on, and they trust you enough to listen to you and present you to their audience as someone who can impart knowledge on their audience, then you might as well have gained your bragging rights. And those bragging rights are the logos that you end up putting on your website, on your landing page, as I said. So that's incredibly a good and advantage point that you have against those people that are just on social media. So, you know, you have more chances and higher chances, probably 10 times higher chances of conversion than a person who doesn't have those logos on their website. Just look at my website as well. You know, I have been featured on several types of media platforms, and even myself being in PR, I have to practice what I preach. So I have been a guest. I've been invited as a guest on BBC Radio, on Boston 7 Live News. I've been featured on Good Morning America, and the list goes on. And that is deliberate and very intentional, because at the end of the day, you know, you have to practice what you preach. And I really value the importance of public relations. And so I wouldn't be telling you about it if I didn't think it was that valuable, because that is an endorsement to say somebody saw my intelligence, my skills, my talent to be good enough in order for me to make commentary or to give a response, a very qualified, very posed, very informative response to the question that they had, right? So that being said, like, there we go. I let the fox into my garden. It's supposed to be self-care day, but occupational hazard, you all. So I went into teaching mode again, talking about public relations when it's supposed to be my time off, my me time. So I've just reminded myself of where I am and why I'm here. So, but I hope that this little impromptu message will actually get you to think about public relations a little bit more seriously and consider it. And if you are struggling and you have no idea how to get there, just feel free to join my workshop on the 30th of April, which goes through for 3 days up to the 2nd of May, where I'll be able to share my skills and knowledge and very, very secret PR hacks that no PR agencies, are going to share with you, because they want to keep you on retainer fees, paying those hefty agency fees. So, excuse me again, I had coffee and then I started walking, so that's gross. So anyway, so that's it, you all. I really, really look forward to working with you. And if you're shy from commenting here, you just would rather reach out to me in my DM, you're welcome to do that as well. Either way, I look forward to interacting with you more and sharing with you as much as possible my knowledge as I can. But ultimately, I would rather empower you more directly by having a one-to-one call with you. If you're interested in learning more about PR, let me know, and then I'll be happy to help you the best way that I can. So that being said, I bid you light and abundance. Let me enjoy the sun. Look at that sun on my face. Let me enjoy the sun, and let me continue my walk in this beautiful, beautiful nature reserve. And I will talk to you soon. Much love. Speak to you soon. Bye.